Hey guys, Blake Gillen with Longview Martial Arts Academy here. I'm coming at you guys with our workout video for April the 6th. This is for our Green through Purple Belt Kids group. Hope you guys are having a great start to the week. We're going to kick in today. Actually today, we're going to be finishing the rest of the one-ho pattern. So they're going to be all done with their pattern by the end of this workout drill on there. As always, of course, I've got my trusty assistant over here. I don't think we'll need to stick for today, buddy. Go ahead and put that on. You're fine. Get over here. He's been working hard. He needs a little help on there. So what we're going to do today is we're going to be finishing up that one-ho pattern. Before we start, though, we're going to go through a little drill that we were working on. We broke this down in one of our other videos. It was more for our advanced red and brown belts. But now we're going to be kind of reviewing it for our green, blues, and purple. So if you missed that workout on there, you mimicking me? So we're going to go through what we call the turning side kick. Now, the green, blue, and purple belts have already gone through the spin side kick. The difference between the spin and the turn is just the direction my body's turning, okay? So if I go into a guarding stance facing the mirror right here, remember the spin, anytime you hear a spin anything in Taekwondo, it means you're gonna be going to the back. So a spin side kick, a spin heel kick, a spin whatever, any kind of spinning technique means I'm going behind me. If I'm ever doing any kind of a turning technique, turning round kick, turning side kick, turning whatever, that means that I'm going to the front of the body. So, when we work a turning side kick, the first drill I want my green, blue, and purple belts working on is what we call a turning side kick. So instead of going behind you, now we're still kicking with the back leg, but we're going to turn and we're going to pivot that knee over, going to the front. So go ahead and swing that knee up, chamber it up, and we're going right to that chamber right there. Now, a good drill for this, go ahead and relax there for me, Mr. Ninja, is if I've got, tell you what, we'll use the kicking bar over here. Come on over here. You guys know, of course, we can always use our tables or chairs or anything like that. But a good drill to do is have them get in the guarding stance. There you go. And actually, they're going to be facing with the table to their back. So go and look forward in a guarding stance that way. There we go. So this way, the table or chair is kind of behind them right here. They're holding on. This can actually help them work that turning side kick. As they turn and chamber, it helps them kind of hold that balance up, and then they can fire that side kick straight off on there. Kind of like the spin side kick. The big thing we want to watch out for is we don't do what's called over-rotating, where I turn too far and I swing past my target. So from around here, let's go and go to that guarding stance. So, again, you can use a table or chair to work that turn, but as I turn, show them what the bad way is as we over-rotate. We turn and we just swing all the way through. We don't want them to go to there. We want them to turn and stop that side kick straight ahead. Foot's pivoted, heels out. Now they're just firing the side kick. Out and back. So that the first warm-up drill I want them working is working on that turn and pivot where they're just turning and chambering the knee and then set it back down. And they're going to do that over and over again. I want them to get a couple minutes of just warming up with that turn. Then they're going to add the side kick. Turn and side kick. Right there. And they're going to work that both legs, okay? That's going to be the warm-up. Should take them about 5, 6, 7 minutes or so to go through if they're breaking down, doing that good turn and pivot, and then adding the side kick on. So about two minutes or so each leg on each drill. Now we're ready to add that in to finish up our one-ho pattern. So let's come on over here, and we're going to start that one-ho pattern. Now we're going to kind of start where we left off before. So we're going to get to our front stance. Actually, let's go ahead and start from our side punch right here. So just go and get to that side punch here. So we're going to open those arms up, and we're stepping forward, scooping blood, front kick and punch. And then we do another one, open and scoop, front kick and punch. And that's where we left off at the end of our one-ho pattern. Now we're going to be firing off that turning side kick. He's going to do a back leg turning side kick. Hands are just going to come up to a guard when they turn. But when he does his turning side kick, he's not just going to kick and fall it over. This drill, I want him working over and over again before they go to the next move. He's going to do a turning side kick, but when he's done with his side kick, he's going to land with his feet together, almost like they're at attention. Now, they don't have to be exactly together like this perfect. They can be a little spread. We just don't want them side kicking and landing real far out like this. So we're going to fire up that turning side kick and put our feet together. Ready, and turn. And land those feet together, and they're going to take right there, chamber their arms up for a guarding block. So again, I recommend when they drill this drill, from that front stance punch, let's go back to our front stance punch, work on just doing that move over and over again. Turning side kick, land. Ready, turning side kick, land. Set it down, and then they chamber their arms up right to their right side for a guarding block. Ready? Side. No, we're going to add that in just a minute, chambering up right there. So once they get that, don't worry, they're going to get there. So now they get their turning side kick, and they can land feet together right there. Now we're going to finish the actually turn. When they land, they're actually going to want to land looking the other way. So from here, we're going to get to that punch. But if you try to do too much too fast, like I said, they won't get the coordination down. I want them to get where they can hit that turning side kick and landing those feet together. Now the only thing that's going to change is they're kicking this way. That means when they land, they're going to end looking at the back, facing this way. Ready? Turning side kick, land, and now they're actually facing the back. Now they're ready for their last two moves. They're going to step out with their left leg into a guarding block. So they're going to step to their left, to their guarding block, and the last move, they're going to step together, chamber up, and guard to the right side. That's the end of the pattern. So let's go back to our front stance punch. We're going to do one more from where we left off. Left leg's out in front, punches out. And then don't worry, we're going to demo the whole pattern all the way through once we finish through on this. Turning side kick and land. Landing chamber. Now we're setting over and guard. Step together and guard. And let's go back to jump position. So we're going to do this. Go ahead and scoot right over here on the black line for me there, Mr. Ninja. So we're going to set up facing this way in our jump position. And we're going to do this from our mirror image. I'm going to do this actually since we're going through the whole pattern by count. So I'm just going to count us out each move all the way to the end of the pattern. But we're going to do this kind of mirror image. So moms, if you're sitting there watching them or they're looking at this from YouTube, they can kind of follow along on the video where they need to. So let's go to our jump position. Stepping out for our first move. Stepping in square block. Open hand, knife hand. Aim and side punch. We step together and square block. Open hand, knife hand. Aim and side punch. Sliding back to that chamber and guard to the back. We're picking up side kick and double knife hand. Marching forward, double knife hand. Marching forward, double knife hand. And now we're going to that spear hand strike. Front hand chambers up, back hand goes to the side. We step in, spear hand. Now we're doing our spin and we're starting the pattern back over. Spinning behind, chambering those hands up, and going square block. Open hand, knife hand. Aim and side punch. Now we're going to step together. Step in, chamber, and square block. Open hand, knife hand. Aim and side punch. Now again, good drill. Chamber before you move. We're going to open those arms up. Stepping out and scooping block. From here, they're going to hold that block up while they kick. Front kick and punch. Go. They're going to fire another one off. Open and scoop. Other hand. Front kick and punch. Now they're getting to those last three moves we just added on. Turning side kick. Laying facing the other way. Hands are chambered up. And now we're stepping over. Guarding block to the side. Step together and guard to the side. And that is one whole pattern all the way through for the green, blue, and purple belt. So, guys, I want them to go through. You can go and relax, everybody. Very good. We're going to go from there. That's going to be their drill for today. They're going to really work that pattern. So, kind of to review, start them off drilling that turning side kick. Start with just the turn and the chamber, working that for a couple minutes. Then do the other leg a couple minutes. As long as they're not over rotating, now they're going to start adding that side kick in. Turning side kick. Couple minutes on one leg, couple on the other. Make sure they're hitting that side kick. Then we'll try to add that into the end of the pattern. I recommend starting them with their left leg out in that front stance punch, turning side kick, and drilling. Just getting that drill, getting those feet together. Start with just that move. It's more difficult than it seems, so we want them to kind of drill that before they just rush through the end. After that, it's just a couple guarding blocks. Once they start reviewing and drilling and adding those three moves in, they think they can get it. I want them to spend a good 15 minutes, a long time, but I want them to spend a good bit of time drilling that pattern over and over. If they get to where they start kind of having a hiccup or mess up on the pattern, freeze that little part. So moms, dads, good little teaching tip for you guys if you're helping them out with their patterns. If they get to a part where they're stumbling over a little bit, freeze that little section and have them drill that technique or whatever they're working out on and let them get through that, and then they can work through from there. After they're done, again, 15 minutes of trying to go all the way through that pattern. Again, if you missed any of the previous parts of the pattern where we've broken it down into little chapters all throughout these videos, go onto our Facebook on the members only page, obviously, but also you can see those easier than going through the feed. Go to our YouTube page, Longview Martial Arts. All the videos are backlogged on there so you can check them out. Get to work on those patterns, guys, and we'll see you on the next video.